What's good with your YouTube fam? You guys are now watching the Cali Effect, and today I'm going to be giving you probably one of the most accurate prediction lists on YouTube. I really hope you guys enjoyed. I really also wanted to apologize to you guys for not being able to get you guys a how to play or a build breakdown. Getting cards from the new set at Sneak Peek was absolutely terrible, but that is for a completely different story. Easily my worst experience at a Sneak Peek. We're going to be bringing you guys a more accurate prediction based off of what Kamani has done in the past, as well as what we think cards that need to be addressed in the future or near future / present. So let's get right into it. Starting off with Forbidden, you can use 0 of these cards in your main deck. We're going to be opening up with Maxi. Now, there's an argument about Maxi being at 0 or Maxi going to 3. And we're going to start talking about the Maxi at 3 because you can obviously see what I chose. The general consensus of Maxi being at 3, that is, if everybody has 3 copies of Maxi, everybody will play the card. Therefore, anytime someone special summons, you can activate Maxi, either forcing the opponent to special summon more monsters or not special summoning more monsters, and you can go, and then when you start playing Yu-Gi-Oh, they can activate Maxi, which will lead to other people playing more cards to stop Maxi. This is not how the Forbidden List works. The Forbidden List actually is built to prevent situations like that from happening, and that's why Maxi's at 0. Maxi is a very problematic card. And at 1, it's an extremely sacky card. So why would I put it at 3 to create a situation like that? Game in and game out when you can just ban Maxi. A very, very good a card you can compare Maxi with is Vanity's Emptiness. Same argument came around. Put Vanity's Emptiness to 0 or put it to 3. And Kamani chose the former for a reason, because that's exactly what the Forbidden List was designed to do. Next, we're going to be talking about Zodiac Drident to 0. Now, there is there's a plethora of reasons why Drident is at 0. There's no single reason. A couple of reasons are, okay, so when you look at Zodiac Drident, it looks like a pretty healthy Innocently card. It requires 4 level 4 monsters, 0 attack if you use anything other than Zodiacs. Some of your Zodiac monsters have low attack, so Drident can't really be that strong. But the fact that Zodiac Drident is a part of an archetype that is based on 1 card exceeds is what makes Zodiac Drident problematic. That, and coupled with the fact that interaction on your opponent's turn has always been very good. Looking at cards that interact on the opponent's turn, Artifact, Moral Attack, Monarch, Stormforth, Aether of the Monarchs, those cards have been hit in some capacity because, like I said, interaction on the opponent's turn is extremely good. Zodiac Drident gets the axe instead of a limit over this time because of the ease of summon, whereas the other monsters required a little bit of setup and the possibility of deadheading them. Zodiac Drident is a 1 card extra deck card, so it kind of puts itself in a different level than the other cards mentioned before. The next card we're going to be talking about, and the last card forbidden, is Zodiac Barrage. Now, Zodiac Barrage isn't necessarily a terrible card. It's actually, or a terribly broken card. It's actually a decent card. Hypothetically, you take Zodiac Barrage out, you erase the name Zodiac, and you name it Battling Boxer Barrage. And it says destroy 1 face-up card you control, special summon a Battling Boxer from your deck to your side of the field. Zodiac Barrage can go to 5, and no one would miss a heartbeat. It's the fact that Zodiac is a 1 card exceed strategy, and the fact that Zodiac as a grand total needs to be addressed. With Zodiac Barrage comes problematic. Pair Zodiac Barrage with cards like Zodiac Ram, and the fact that monsters can be special summoned from your deck and then proceed to make the 1 card exceed, Zodiac Barrage becomes a very problematic card. We're not even going to talk about its second effect. It isn't that important, but the fact that Zodiac Barrage does allow you to gain instant access to those rank 1, but they're not even that, to those easy access cards like Zodiac Drident that would allow you to interact on your opponent's turn, that's when the card becomes problematic. Next on the list is everybody's favorite card, Elemental Hero Stratos. Free my nigga Stratos. Now, this isn't, a prediction list per se. Literally, the only reason why I put it on here is so I can make the thumbnail with Stratos on front. And because everybody likes Stratos. It's literally like the most clickbait card of 2016, 2017, 2015. Like, I'm genuinely thinking about changing my thumbnail to Elemental Hero Stratos and see how many more subscribers I'm going to get. But ultimately, Stratos is a very viable card to come off the list. As people would like to say, he did nothing to nobody. And Performable Power Skull Crobat Joker is off the list at 3. So why can't he come off the list? Really, there's no good reason why Stratos should be off the list. This is actually a prime example of so many cards that could be off the list, but aren't off the list. Free my nigga Construct. Free Bay. Next on the limited section is Masterpiece, the true Draco Slaying King. I probably have to say his entire name before people start thinking I'm talking about the other Masterpiece. You know, the card that most people don't even know what it is, let alone does. But what Masterpiece does, he's basically the victim of just a really, really bad place at a bad time. He does have interaction on your opponent's turn, but his summoning method is so ancient that he should almost be ignored. But then you pair on with the fact that whatever he tributes, he's unaffected, then he goes like right back to the list. The fact that Masterpiece can be a 2950 attack monster that is unaffected by 2 cards and interaction on your opponent's turn doesn't necessarily make him busted, but it's the fact that you can draw cards and destroy cards because of summoning him, as well as easily search him, paired with the fact that the deck is really good together is why Masterpiece gets a hit. Now, I like Masterpiece. This is my favorite deck. Probably one of my favorite decks in a very long time that has been competitive. But even I have to accept that it's a pretty busted card when you put all those cards together. The next limited card is Zodiac Broadbull. Just when you guys thought we were done with Zodiacs, nah. Bring that ass here, boy. Yo, steel toe boots wearing ass. Yo, utility belt having ass. Yo, Brokeback Mountain cowboy stirrups looking ass. Yo, I played for the high school quarterback so I can get away with rape in most high school books looking ass. I'm on your head. But on a more serious note, Zodiac Broadbull is a card that is a proprietor of Zodiacs. It's a 1-card Exceed, and when you isn't a 1-card Exceed, it's a 2-monster Exceed, so you could possibly summon Broadbull twice in one turn and be able to gain the search of 2 Zodiacs. You hit this card so they don't play Whiptail Turbo, or at least Whiptail Turbo is hindered. But the main reason why you don't ban Broadbull is because looking at the way Kamani does shape Forbidden lists, they tend to hit a good deck the 3rd time around. The 2nd time around, they kind of like, oh no, you can't play this deck. And then the 3rd time around, they kill it. And I feel like this is a pretty accurate prediction on where Broadbull will become the next list. And plus, I still got to get on his head, boy, you ugly as fuck. Next on the limited list is Card of Demise. Now, Card of Demise is a card that is semi-limited inside of the OCG realm, but I felt that it was probably more towards the limited in this aspect. Card of Demise is problematic, has always been a problematic card, is an inherently busted card that doesn't really do much to help make the game healthy. At the cost of having no cards in your hand, you can draw 3 cards, but keep in mind you can't inflict any more damage if you've not already inflicted your damage, and also you can't special summon, which means if you don't special summon because you're drawing 3 cards, which will be traps, then you're good. The biggest reason why Card of Demise got hit, not because of those simple reasons, but because of those simple reasons plus the true Draco archetype, a tier 1 deck that doesn't necessarily need to special summon and abuses Card of Demise to the death of it. Some people would say that Masterpiece to hit at 1 is enough. Some people would say Masterpiece to hit at 1 isn't enough. I'm going to say Masterpiece plus Card of Demise plus the 3rd card we're going to hit will be enough to hit True Draco. The next card is Terraforming to 1. This is the next card I was talking about. In the OCG, this card is also semi-limited. And the reasoning behind limiting Terraforming instead of limiting Diagram, because then you'd have to turn around and limit Cosmo Town and you have to turn around and limit. I just feel like Terraforming is more of the problem, unfortunately, because Kamani won't stop making busted filled spell cards. They're going to keep making them. The only thing you can do is slow them down or make them more archetype specific. This actually came into mind that we have set rotation and we have a trap card that's practically going to do what Terraforming does in essence. So I feel like Terraforming in a prediction standpoint is going to get hit. From my standpoint, I don't know. But also coupled with the fact that it's coming in the next OTS pack as an ultimate rare, it sounds like it's going to get hit. Most cards that come ultimate rare get hit. or, you know, something around it get hit. Next, we're going to be talking about limited to one Evil Swarm Excited Knight. Now, this card is based, really, I'll even admit, this is a shooting prediction, okay? This is kind of like reaching, it could be. But the reasoning behind Excitedness being predicted to come at 1 on the next Forbidden list is because we got it in Battle of Legends Light Revenge, a real set. Not a set like somebody did point out, you guys got Pot of Greed and all the other stuff, but that was a side set. That really didn't matter. This was a very awkward reprint. Keep in mind, Pot of Greed got reprinted inside of a Yugi's anniversary thing or a Joey's thing, something that they actually use, more nostalgic for the players. This is a competitive set, Battle of Legends Light Revenge, and you get this awkward ass Excited Knight inside of it. So yes, I think that Excited Knight will be coming to 1, and it's a ploy to say F the vendors before it comes to 1. It actually makes perfect sense because that's exactly how Kamani rolled. Another good way to compare Evil Swarm Excited Knight, there was a set called the Legendary Things. The one we got Future Fusion reprint, Rescue Cat reprint, and Sangan reprint, and all those cards, and they all came off the list. That is a perfect comparison to Evil Swarm Excited Knight, and I feel that that is the reason why Excited Knight is coming off the list. The last 3 cards are going to be Burial from a Different Dimension. Normally when Kamani does make a list, they tend to give support to a new archetype if they hit all the other decks. And Burial from a Different Dimension helps the zombie aspect to the Vendrit strategy that's going on. It's extremely good. It possibly can propel the Vendrit and zombie strategy to tier 1 just solely off of this card. It is an awesome card, and it's really good for the strategy. The next card is everybody has that list where they prediction reach on 1 card, and mine is Book of Moon, and you guys be like, oh, TheCaliEffect, you're trash, Book of Moon could never come off the list, it's too busted, what are they gonna do if you flip my monster's face down? Book of Moon has been a lot less powerful now than before due to the fact that you can't flip Link monsters face down, and it's the direction that Kamani wants to go. So this card I could see unlimited. Keep in mind, Burial from a Different Dimension is our only semi-limited card. It's really hard to pick out what Kamani's going to do for semi-limited. And then the last card is Witch of the Black Forest, because this card's just complete trash. Legitimately, it's not good. With the new errata, the card's terrible. Thank you guys so much for watching another segment of the TheCaliEffect. Unfortunately, I couldn't predict all of you guys' cards down below that you guys would love to see off the list. So let me know what cards that you would like to off the list and why. Please like, comment, subscribe, but most of all, enjoy.